Hi everyone, we're back to Arduino. We're going to do a bit of maths first. Maths and languages. Because the first thing I want to do is look at some of the odd phrases that what does it mean, and it just occurs to me it's maths. Okay, right, first thing I want to do is very quickly, what's an integer? If you haven't answered, it means you weren't paying attention in maths. An integer is a whole number, but we do need to know this. We do need to go back to this real, sort of year 7, year 8 type rubbish that everyone forgets and we're just being shouted at. And let's go list some integers. And I've missed one out, haven't I? Let's put 47 over there. Pens are being problematic today. So we put that one in. There we go. Prove I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 47. They're whole numbers. They are integers. We don't have to call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 47. We can, we don't. In other languages, you don't. We say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. Or in German, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know what 6 is. I only get as far as 5 in German. Spanish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Or even, multi. We had Tanin, Plita, Urba, Hamsa, Sita, 47. Okay, right, what's 47 in multi? Seba or Urbain. Apparently it's the same in Tunisian Arabic, but okay, I don't know who had it first, whether it was a Maltese who had it first or whether it came from Tunisia. Slight detour, multi is actually based in Sicilian Arabic. That hasn't been spoken for 400 years, but that is what integers are. They are whole numbers. Now let's get on to the more fun bit. I'm using an enormous lens in order to be able to get this light, because the standard lens that I normally use for videoing, we can't get the screen big enough, so I've had to fart around a bit. We've ended up with using a telephoto lens half a mile away from the monitor in order to be able to see this. I can't see it properly in the camera monitor. I can't see it, and if I could, I can't reach to highlight the bits I want. What's this about integers then? Why did we do that bit first? Well, there it says int. That's the first thing. It says this is sample text public domain, blah, 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 blah. Right, first thing, int. Int lead pin. Oh, okay, we'll light up the whole line. Int lead pin equals 9, semicolon. That's, a full stop. That's a statement, fact. That we're setting an integer that we call lead pin and which the Arduino is to call 9, because that's a real number that the Arduino understands. Our made-up language, it doesn't. We could set that to anything. We could set that to cow, and so long as we put equals 9, when it sees it, it will say, oh, cow, that's 9, that is. Or, anything we want, really. Articulated lorry. Oh, articulated lorry, that means 9. Weird things, these humans. And it's actually as simple as that. And that's really all I want to say about that, because it then goes on into void setups and void loops and things like that. The void setup on that program doesn't actually do anything. So we'll look at another program and have a 10-minute break whilst I work out whether you can actually see it. Right, so that was setting up what we want to call things as opposed to what we want the Arduino to do or to read them as. We then have this thing called a void setup here. Nothing happens. All it does is state how we want to run things. Pin mode in red. Won't be in a minute. Oh, it's still slightly red underneath the sort of brown. Case sensitive, these instructions. So if we put pin mode with a capital P, it would come up with an error. If we put in pin mode with a small m, it would come up with an error. And we open our brackets because that's what we're telling it about, or what we're telling it to do with its pin mode. And we've got LED pin, or LED built in, which is, I think, equates to pin 13, but it's the built-in LED on the, certainly on the Uno. I suspect others have got them as well. So we're talking about the LED pin, comma, LED pin. That's what we're talking about. Output. That means we're sending something out of it. We're sending something somewhere else. It's not going back into the Arduino, it's going elsewhere. Beautifully simple. I mean, we could put whatever the other example was, we could have called that, we could have set up here int LED pin equals 13 or whatever, and it would have gone for pin 13 here when we wrote LED pin, which kind of makes sense. There's curly brackets everywhere. You'll have to get used to those. So there's a curly bracket there to open this, and there's a curly bracket there to close this. I think they're sort of kind of paragraph markers, are they? I don't know. I wish Sergey was here to tell us. And then we've got the void loop. This is what actually runs the program, and it just spins round and round and round and round and round, drives you mad. Digital write. Again, case sensitive. If you write it with a lowercase w, it doesn't work. If you write with an uppercase D, it doesn't work. If you make a spelling mistake, it doesn't work. And you get errors and undefined things. Digital write is exactly that. Digitally write something. And it's going to write to LED built in. And it's going to write it to hi. So the built-in LED then receives this little note saying, hi. It's not a greeting, it doesn't say it's floating around the sky or anything, it says that it is above 0. It's a high output. In this case it's 5 volts. It means on. It's saying turn it on. Delay or wait or whatever, pause, 1000, but we have to say delay, which means we wait. 1000, this is 1000 microseconds. That's 1 second. And then we're going to digitally write again to the same pin, in this case the LED built in. And I say low. Well, if high was on, what's low? Off. And wait 1000. Delay. Wait 1000 milliseconds. Wait 1 second. And then start a loop again. And turn it on. And that's blink. That's, well, sort of hello world in LED language, or in Arduino language, in digital language, in making things blink on and off. Okay, when Dr. P got hold of it, it wasn't this, fortunately. It was something else that actually wrote text strings. It didn't say hello world, it said something really quite rude. Well, that's him for you. There you go. That's 2 videos in 1. Wow, I'm impressed. We'll see you again next time when I learn to understand something else. So I need to understand quite a lot and save you the hassles that I'm going through learning it. So we'll see you again soon. Bye. I used to play there when I was a kid.